and Happy New Year. It has been a couple of months since my last vlog update. As a number of you know, that will be because I ended up needing to have some urgent spinal surgery back in December, and of course, in the lead up to that wasn't ideal either. And so I've been basically out of commission for the last couple of months, which has been interesting. We'll put it that way. And definitely on the mend happily now. Looking forward to being able to function more normally and participate in more daily activities as time progresses, which is fantastic. And in the meantime, of course, life still happens in addition to all of that. And most recently on the music front, my next EDM collab single with Ben Tennyson was released, Life Soaked Reveal, on the 25th of December in memory of my late friend and Melbourne-based composer, Luke Paulding. And so that was released in his memory on his birthday, the 25th of December. And yeah, it's been an interesting time, and but it's gone comparatively well, and the release went as smoothly as possible, and it's now out there in the world, which is the important thing, and people have enjoyed listening to it, and it's meant something to a lot of people who've listened to it, which was the whole point. And so I'm really glad that that at least managed to happen whilst the medical issues were happening at the same time. It was an interesting juggling act, we'll say. And also really, I guess, I won't say wake up call, because I knew that, throughout the last several months, throughout most of 2022, actually, I had been neglecting my health and fitness levels, and all of that sort of thing should be a really high priority for ongoing longevity. And so it's sort of brought home the point that I already knew that, ignoring health and well-being needs is never a good idea. So one of my I suppose, focal points that I will really be trying to hone back in on throughout the coming year is health and well-being. And once I'm recovered enough to start exercising again, I'll, excuse me, definitely be, trying to recoup my fitness levels and health levels. And, focusing on the physical is a bit one-sided too, because you also need to focus on the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. All of it is part of what makes a person a human, and a functional human, and an effective human. And excuse me. So that is something that I am really going to be focusing on throughout the coming year, putting more, I suppose, energy and effort into taking care of myself, which is very important. And so, yeah, that will probably mean that I will be spending a smaller proportion of time on other things, because it's all a balancing act, isn't it? So, for example, rather than doing this vlog weekly, I'm thinking I might shift this to a monthly vlog. And also, I'm going to broaden its scope, I think, because even though it's been focused on my music endeavors for the last couple of years, pretty much since it started, I started it as a music tracking, progress tracking vlog, right? And that made sense at the time, because learning, guitar and starting to learn how to sing and starting to write my own music, that was an entirely new thing for me. I'd never really focused on or explored that sort of expressive medium before, or media, I guess you could say. And so trying to, really capture my initial steps in that and catalog progress during those initial learning phases was quite important, and I think a really good use of this vlog's scope opportunity. But I also think that it was a bit needlessly niche, and as a person, I'm more than just my learning how to do music. I'm also, someone who's had a lifelong interest in fitness and spirituality and philosophy. And so I think moving forward, not only am I going to make this probably a monthly vlog, but also I'm going to broaden its scope to I think encompass all of the other things that I love and that I love to spend time on and thinking about. And it will include music still, of course, but I think it will also tie music in to more of those things which feed into why I'm doing music in the first place. So I think it's going to grow really well and organically in that way. So it's going to be very exciting. And yeah, we'll see how it unfolds organically as it always does. And this has probably been a long enough New Year ramble from me. I hope you are having a beautiful start to 2023, and hopefully you'll continue joining me on this journey. See you next time.